Hello everybody, my name is Dee and welcome to my Pick a Card Tarot Readings channel and welcome to your reading. We are going to look at your destiny, something Spirit wants you to know about you and your soul and what's meant for you this life journey that no one, no thing, no force can take away from you or change about the course of your life. This is part of your destiny. This is something that is meant to be with you always, always throughout this entire journey, this lifetime. There are 4 different cards to choose from to step through the gateway to see and reveal your destiny. I will start with the first card. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello, card number 1. So you selected the Moon Maiden, which is all about new beginnings. And what this means about you and your destiny is that no matter what happens in this lifetime, the setback, the loss, the shock, it doesn't matter. You are always, always, always going to bounce back and become better than you were before. And, throughout life, everybody has challenges and setbacks, right? But for you guys, there is an air of magic and luck about your comeback, your come up every single time. So this doesn't mean that, you're going to never experience anything negative in this life journey. It's just that any big loss, big shift, big change in your life, you're always going to come back from it and you're going to be better than you were before. And, through the process of things and the experience of things, you might feel challenged, overwhelmed at times. But once you get through it and you get to the other side and you start rising again, you're going to look back and say, wow, every step of my journey, all that trouble, all that heartache, all that challenge, it built the foundation beneath me for this, for what's transpiring right now in my life. So for you guys, Spirit wants you to know that you're never, like, everything is constantly in motion. And for you guys, any big setback, there is always this beautiful portal that you're going to step through, and it's better than where you were. And sometimes we have to clear the space for the new energy, but Spirit wants you to know, no matter what happens in life, never give up, never give in. Don't be weary, don't be afraid. You're always going to come back and rise higher than you ever were before, every single time. You are going to be a great inspiration to people because of what you go through, what you overcome, the way that you come back, and the way that you rise higher. It's like you guys know how to transform your sorrow and your pain into strength and wisdom and motivation to push forward. Like, I just saw this quote the other day that says, take your anger and pain out on your hustle. And you guys are the epitome of that, where you know how to transmute that heavy negative energy and funnel it into something that's positive, that grows you, that expands you. You are a true alchemist, and you will always come back every single time even better than you were before. And Spirit just came in and said there comes a point in your journey where the current evens out and there's more flow than like this up and down that some of you guys go through. But also in that, there are very long stretches of flow for you guys to enjoy that new high that you have reached at the soul. You guys signed up for a lot of spiritual evolution this life journey. So we are going to roll the astro dice and see which planet influence is special for you, is lucky for you. All right, we have Mars coming out. So this is all about strength, determination, ambition, accomplishment, being strong, being brave, standing up for yourself, all of those things that we attribute to personal empowerment and motivation, also high energy. So For you guys, the influence of Mars is very, very significant in your life. Look at your natal chart, see which house and sign it occupies, because that's a big emphasis on some area of your life where this Mars power really comes into play for you guys. But overall, month after month, pay attention to where Mars is at, which sign, because you will feel the influence of Mars and that energy stronger than anybody else. So Mars definitely on your side, and I'm not surprised to see that with the strength of you that has come through in this card here. So let's pull some more cards about your destiny and this always coming back stronger than before. And you will always be offered a new beginning, an opening door. You're never going to be trapped or stuck. Never, ever get in like the mind trap of believing that. Not you guys. There will always be a trap door. There will always be a way out. There will always be a beautiful solution. All right, look at that. Yeah, going forward. And we have change. So lots of changes throughout your journey, but remember, it's always building you up to the next high, like that next level of vibration, of energy, of experiencing. And look at that, miracles. Yes, see? You are never stuck. You are never trapped. You will always come back bigger and stronger and better than before. And people will look at you and think like you're just this magical being. And you make life and challenges look easy. Little do they know what you go through mentally and emotionally. But they do have one thing right. You are a very strong and able and capable, highly intelligent individual, and there's nothing that you cannot accomplish this lifetime. Like, you guys are so blessed. And we think of being blessed as having a lot of material comforts, all of those things, but that's not truly being blessed. That's having needs met, and maybe overly abundantly met. The true blessing is anything that grows you and expands you beyond your current state in a better way. And you guys have a lot of those experiences set up for this lifetime, because again, you guys are seeking a great deal of soul evolution, and you have a lot of magic on your side, and you have like just this incredible strength within. Mars brings that home even stronger. All right, let's pull some more cards. All right, time flies, and that's undergoing forward. Yeah, you are never going to be stuck, even if in perception, in reality, it appears that way. It's always changing. The miracle is always right at your doorstep. Oh yeah, look at that. We have Pegasus. We have this horse flying, and then we have Pegasus, which is a flying horse, right? That is very synchronistic. And look at you, the light bearer. All that soul evolution, all that wisdom and intelligence and strength comes from your spirit, your soul. That's why miracles are meant to play out for you strongly this life journey. You've earned that, okay? At the soul. Past lifetimes, things you've accomplished this lifetime. You are a very highly evolved being, and I almost feel like look at your natal chart. Many of you probably have a grand trine in your natal chart, probably with one of the planets making that up is Mars, just because of the strength. It could be any trine, but for you guys, I feel really strong, like that fire energy, a fire trine. But here with change and Pegasus, that's elevation, right? That's always rising higher than you were before. And Spirit's really bringing that home and never wants you to be afraid and weary and worried and concerned. Okay, when we incarnate into this life journey, we are all different vibrations, and your vibration of energy is what aligns you to different experiences. And they don't have to be, tit for tat experiences, because there's a vast array of different things that exist on any given frequency. And so you may look at others who have struggled and challenged and experienced challenge, and like they faltered, and you hurt in your heart for them. You're like, why weren't they able to have this or overcome this? Like, why is there this magic around me? And it's not like you feel that way all the time, because you do experience challenges, but you've questioned, like, why do certain things happen to other people, but those things haven't happened to me? And there are some things in your journey that you're never going to encounter because you're just not a vibrational match to that. It's lower than your natural frequency. It's not to say that you'll never be without challenge, but the challenges in your life are very specific to continually evolve you. You're already highly evolved, which means you're drawn into kindness, compassion, tolerance, understanding, acceptance, truthfulness, all of those beautiful energies and vibrations. Like, that's predominantly who you are. And so that's why there is so much magic that happens for you this lifetime. If you were playing a video game, it's almost like you know all the cheats. Okay, and the reason why you have that is because you've earned it from past experiences and past lifetimes. Like, if you're playing a video game, you learn all of that by going through the video game once or twice or 3 times, right? So yeah, all right, let's pull some tarot. Okay, 3 of Swords. Yeah, right here, Spirit is saying, no matter what, always move forward, because there's going to be the next thing and the next thing, and you'll always be uplifted out of this 3 of Swords. And it says time flies, and that goes back to that message I felt at the beginning, where different challenges that you've gone through, after you get over it to the other side and you're in this new place, this new space, you look back and you don't wish you were passed away. You recognize deeply the gifts wrapped up in every single challenge. 10 of Wands. Look at that. No matter what, you are going to rise back up. You will always rise to the top. And that's also that strength within you that most people don't have. And that comes again from past life evolution. And look at this, 3 of Pentacles to come out under the light bearer and miracles. You have a lot of beautiful beings spiritually on your side. Okay. And they protect you and they guide you and they always lead you to the right choice, that hidden pathway, the answer, the solution. Like, they're always there with you, and you're not going to miss out on anything. Always trust your journey. You are divinely protected, and there's things that you fear that will never happen to you. You're just not a vibrational match to that. Believe in yourself. Tap into that incredible wealth of emotional, mental, and spiritual strength that you possess deeply. And, never ever mind the haters. I feel some of you do your very best. And there are just some people that just don't like you, or they turn on you. And that goes back to your vibration. They are not in alignment with you in that light. You are the light bearer, higher frequency of being. They are not in alignment to that energy. There is no part of them, no aspect of them that can connect with you in that space. Therefore, you have a, like they want to push away from you. It's an uncomfortable energy for them, and you can't take that personally. You can't take that to heart, because that has nothing to do with you. You can't lower yourself to satisfy them. You can't stop shining because somebody feels intimidating. You've always got to be who and what you are, and the people who have that frequency of vibration inside of them, those are the people that will meet with you. Those are your people. And you don't want anybody else around you besides those people, because you'll constantly clash and butt heads because they don't get where you're coming from, because you vibe up here, and because you've gone through lifetimes of vibing where they're at currently. You have an understanding, a sympathy, and a compassion for them that they just don't seem to possess for you. And it's because they haven't gotten to that part of their soul evolution just yet. And so Spirit doesn't want you to take that stuff so much to heart, because it doesn't have anything to do with you. If anything, you're an inspiration, and they're one of those people that wants to hate, but they're also drawn into your energy because subconsciously they pick up on that higher vibe of you. Okay, so those are your messages about your destiny, this life journey. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, card number 2. So you guys chose the sky writing, which is the fates. Now, this card, this message is about a big time calling inside of you. And this is general, so this calling is different for each of you. Some of you, it's like you want to write a book. Maybe some of you want to be a teacher. You want to do something spiritual. You have a really big, beautiful dream of humanity, helping animals. It's different for all of you, but there's something inside of you that has been there as far back as you can remember, and you feel it and you think about it, and you're like, oh, you know, this would be wonderful if I could make this happen. And it's always like, you know, that could never be, or I don't have what I need, or it would take way too much time to get started, to get set up, etc., etc., etc. Or, you know, who would ever want my product? Who would ever want to read my book? All of these things that you think of that talk yourself out of it. But Spirit's saying, you feel that calling in your soul that doesn't leave you alone and has been there as far back as you can remember, because that is part of your destiny. That is meant to play out this lifetime. Before you incarnated, you definitely sowed that dream, that calling into every aspect of your energy, which is meant to be a part of you this lifetime and never leave you. That's why that thought always comes back around, always comes back around. You put it on the back burner, it comes back around. Or maybe there's been times that you've tried to begin, but it just like it didn't work, or it failed, it just wasn't the right time. You know, all these different obstacles get in the way. And it's, you know, life is all about timing. But what you feel in your heart that is like a calling for you, something you want to do, something you want to be, something you want to experience, something you want to create, it's there for purpose. And when it doesn't leave you, no matter what, it's because it's meant to be reality for you. And sometimes we have this dream or calling, and we start on that path towards it, and Spirit ends up leading us down a whole different path, but a much bigger path than we imagine for ourselves. And I'll give you an example. Like probably about 15 years ago now, I really wanted to just read tarot cards professionally for people. I thought that would be the best job in the whole world. I just wanted to be with spirit more, do spirit's work, and I started out doing that. But somehow, just by a series of random events, I'm doing this on YouTube full time now, all these years later. And this is definitely a much bigger path and has created far more opportunities for me than I ever imagined initially. And so you've got to tap into that calling. It's there for a reason. And don't look at the mountain before you. You've just got to tell yourself one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. And when you think of it that way, things just fall into place as you need them, and the timing of everything feels very right. So Spirit wants you to awaken and acknowledge that calling within, and don't feel like you need to direct it and control it. It's already like a natural instinct inside of you. It already knows how to unfold in reality. You've just got to open to it and let the flower blossom and bloom. Oh, that's powerful for you guys. So let's pull the astro dice here and see which planetary influence is really strong and significant for you this life journey. All right, so we've got Uranus here. And this is all about thinking way outside the box. This is also about the unexpected. So this calling in your heart and your soul, it's going to blossom very rapidly and unexpectedly with Uranus coming through. Look at your own natal chart and see which house and sign Uranus occupies, because this energy is going to be very potent and significant in that area of your life. And always pay attention. Uranus is a very slow moving planet, so it hangs out in the same sign for a while. It's currently in Taurus, I believe. Always see where it's at, because it's going to influence you stronger than it influences others. But this is, you got the magic of things just boom, there it is. It's like desert, 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 desert. And then all of a sudden, boom, here's an oasis before your eyes. It's like magic for you guys. Wow. All right, let's pull some more cards. Oh, that was just me, so we'll have to put all these back in, but let's see. Oh, okay, I see. Spirit wanted these two to pop out, which is taking risks and change. And maybe that's what you need to allow to happen for you to embrace this destiny, this calling that's meant for you, this life journey, and just believe in yourself, believe in the process, and you'll know instinctively every step of the way what you need to do, what needs to happen, and when. Wisdom, healing chaos, and thriving. Okay, yes, so here it is. Spirit's saying, like, you will always instinctively know what you need to do, your next step, what you need to say, what action you need to take when it comes to this calling. If you just flow, you just ease into it. Like, it's good to have a plan. Like, I always write things down, like just what I would like to happen, and then I set it aside. And when I do that and I just trust and I tell myself I'm opening myself up, things just work out. But when I start trying to plan and think ahead and this and that, it just messes everything up for me. So this is Spirit saying to you, just flow, because as a mermaid, it's water. Just flow and you'll always know what to do. Your intuition, your instincts will guide you. They'll lead you. Okay? Always trust in that energy. And then that healing chaos and thriving, and this is about the timing. Some of you have tried in the past, but it just didn't work out, and it's because you weren't quite ready for it. And also, some of you have gone through some really heavy challenges and experiences, and it's, left you confused, it's left you hurt. Part of those experiences were preparations to get you to the vibration, to expand that consciousness to the space in which you need to be to fully embrace and step into your destiny and fully thrive. This is where everything is stacked for you and not against you. So some of these heavier experiences that you've gone through was preparation for what you are about to evolve into, what's meant to be for you. And so when you are at that point on your journey, you can totally thrive and be successful 100% in that endeavor. And so flow. Don't worry about all the if, ands, hows. Don't worry about all of that, because you will always know every step of the way, and things are just happen for you guys. Like, it just boom, kind of comes out of nowhere. And every step on your journey is truly a preparation for this calling, this destiny of yours. Let's pull some more cards. I don't know if you can see, but there's these butterflies coming out of that tornado, and that's like you blossoming into this big, beautiful version of self, and you're thriving. And look at this, flew out as I was saying that, the adventure. It definitely is an adventure, but that's Uranus energy. Expect the unexpected with the Uranus for sure. But also with that energy, you have a mind that can really go far outside the box. Okay, we've got the Castle. So you feel kind of stuck, unable to fully pursue or move forward. The Baroness. And look at, the Baroness comes out under healing chaos, and under thriving, look at that, we've got alchemy. A lot of what you go through is truly a preparation for your life calling, what you are meant to do, what you are meant to be. And initially, I see like you feel it. It drives you crazy because you don't know, like, how do I do this? How do I make this happen? And maybe when you've tried to take steps forward, it's like, boom, you get knocked on your butt. Or when you're thinking about it and you're feeling like, okay, maybe now is the time I could really start exploring this, then it's like something comes up. And Spirit's saying, like, this is the journey towards fulfilling this destiny. Some things are going to just go easy as pie, almost magic for you. And then other times it's like the opposite, where you're beating your head against a wall and it's like, I can't move forward. I can't make anything happen. And your life, it's really about timing. And that's why Uranus is here, is because when you need that crazy magic to come in, it's going to come in. Like, you almost save it up. If you were thinking about like a person with money, this would be where, somebody makes a decent wage, but they live as minimally as possible. They buy everything on sale. They purchase from thrift stores, things like that. And anybody on the outside looking in may think this person, doesn't have very much abundance in their life. And it's not that they don't have abundance. It's just they're saving it. They're saving it and saving it and just using what they need to live at the most minimal level possible, because they want to maybe outright buy a home and never have to have a mortgage and payments, okay? So that's what I see for you guys, is where you're stacking that energy, you're stacking that energy, you're stacking that energy, and only taking the bare minimum that you need to get by, because in moments you're going to have this like floodgate of all this stacked energy just flow in, and like boom 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 boom, everything falls into place like magic. Here, thriving and alchemy, you are going to get to a point in your life where you just, it's like your whole body is an antenna. Okay, we all are a whole antenna, but most are not aware of that. Like, you're fully aware of your every sense. And in the past, before certain experiences, you may have been like, go, 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 I want this and I want it now, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it happen. You've got to work hard. And after these different experiences that shape you, you come and land in the space of just like inner knowing, patience, flow, harmony. You feel something inside, a desire, I want to do this, I want to be this, I want to experience this. You feel it, you marinate in that energy, and then you'll just release it. Whereas in the past, it's like you're holding on to it, chasing it. So these different experiences switches you from that, like, let me chase it, to let it chase me, let it come into my world. Like, you're gonna master that energy. Let's pull some tarot. Ace of Cups. Yes, see, it's meant for you. What you feel in your heart and your soul, and it just never leaves you. There's great purpose in that. Two of Pentacles. So I do see that some of you have really, really tried in the past, and it's all about timing. Like, you weren't ready yet. You truly weren't. And when everything finally happens, you're going to be happy that it happens the way that you intended. Because look at that, the Emperor, thriving, alchemy, and the Emperor. You are going to be the master of yourself, of energy. You will get there. And when you're in that space, you don't worry about stuff. You don't stress. You don't overanalyze. You don't overthink. Like, you just have this deeper understanding about life and the flow of life, cause and effect, energy, why things happen. It's something that I don't even know how to articulate. There are some things, the deepest things, right, that you just can't put into words. And that's you and the expansion of your consciousness through your different experiences. And it truly prepares you for your destiny, for your calling. And then, like, boom, once you're there, then this, like, that's gone. It's not to say you'll never experience a challenge again, but it's much smoother. So there is a portion of your life where you're just like in this preparation, this being stretched and grown and shaped and consciousness expanded, all of those things. And then you just land in this very, very beautiful place where you're fulfilling your destiny. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, card number 3. So you guys chose the horned cactus with resourcefulness. Now, what this means for your destiny is you guys have a very powerful spirit guide team around you, and at times you feel almost as though like the universe itself is blocking you or working against you, and other times you're like stunned because it feels like the universe is yielding to you and bringing everything to you. And this has a lot to do with the contract that you have with your spirit guides. This life journey, there is something very, very specific that you want to learn and evolve at the soul with. And because of that, you have these very detailed soul contracts with your spirit guides. And so in your life, when you are trying to go towards something or go down a certain path, and it is just one roadblock after the next, after the next. It's so much challenge, so much struggle, a lot of heaviness and energy. That's because that's not your way. That's not your path. And the contract with your guides is when you're veering off, that they can come in very, very strong and maybe even interfere with your own free will at times to ensure that you receive this lesson at the soul that you intended for 100% for this life journey. It's a big deal at your consciousness, whatever is beyond the physical plane. It's a very big deal for you to fully receive this lesson, the way it expands your consciousness, evolves your soul. And so, also with this, there is this element of protection around you. There are so many things that didn't happen to you in a negative sense that you are not even aware of because of this blanket of protection. Okay, so this, I feel like Spirit's saying this should answer your question as to why some things it's just like boom, magic, and other things it's like you can't win to save your life. When it's boom, magic, or the path is much more flowing because some things that are in our best interests are filled with some challenge and some setback, right? There's a very different vibe to the energies that I'm picking up on of like normal life, and then when you're going on the wrong path, it's just hard, it's just heavy. And this is with relationships, personal choices, different things that you're interested in. The reason why it all plays out the way it does is to protect you and also to evolve you and your spiritual team. This is, I feel, some of these beings here are not of this dimension, are not of this reality. Like, you are going somewhere else after this life experience. Like, you're not coming back to the earth plane. Like, you are going somewhere else. And what you gain, as trivial as it may seem at times, like just human life, like what's the purpose of it, all of that, there is great purpose, and there's something beyond all of this, and that's like your next journey after you complete your work here. You're going somewhere else. Like it's like I'm just seeing you as pure consciousness, to be honest. Like, I'm not, Spirit's not giving me like any form. It's very fluid. It's like pure consciousness. And I'm just drawn back into this picture, like the sun here coming behind, like you're going through this portal. Okay. And there, another message of like, there is so much more that could have happened wrong, and it didn't. Don't wonder about the what ifs. What if this? What if that? What if it would have played out like this? What if I would have made a different choice? Don't ever go there. Like, your guides are assuring you that you are on the right track. And when you're not, you're going to feel it in so many different ways, even like having nightmares, panic attacks, just feeling like getting nauseous, getting headaches. Like, there are so many different ways they come in to be like, no, 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 this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. And the more that you tune in to yourself and not write off like, gosh, why am I feeling so nauseous lately? Like, when things just spring up in your life like that, take note of it. It's for a reason. It's for intention. And as you notice, your guides are going to be able to speak to you even stronger and clearer about why that's not your path. And when it is your path, you're going to have, the opposite reaction of that, like waves of emotion, where you almost want to cry at times, but it's not sadness, excitement, premonition of like your future, things of that nature. So you are very protected, and you are traveling to a realm far vast and beyond this earth plane. The physical limitations and restrictions of this earth plane as well. All right, let's roll the astro dice and see which planetary influence is the strongest for this life journey for you guys. Okay, so we've got Mars energy coming through. Look at your personal natal chart, see which house and sign Mars occupies, because that's where this energy is going to be the most potent in your life experience. Also, pay attention to the movement of Mars from month to month, where Mars is at which planet, which house. I'm sorry, which sign and which house, because that's going to directly impact that area of your life. And now with this Mars energy, this is where you are incredibly empowered. You are stronger than you know. Things are meant to move out of your way when it's your right path. And just as equally, when you're going down the wrong path, like this Mars energy works against you. Okay, so when you are in flow, you're going where you're supposed to go. Mars is like the wind at your back. But when you're going down the wrong path, Mars is like this blocker, closing the door, causing strife. Okay, so Mars is a very strong and powerful influence on you this life journey. Let's pull some more cards. Purification. Yeah, you're going to somewhere amazing. Focus. And community. Yeah, see, there's a whole plethora of beings that surround you, guide you, protect you, speak to you. Okay, so what does not belong in your life, in your path, in your experience, is always going to be purified out. And once an experience or relationship has brought all it was meant to bring to you, it's going to be purified out of your life. And at times with this focus, you see, I think, what is this? Is this a mountain? A snow leopard, maybe? Here up in the mountains, you know, it's snowing, it's solitary. There's going to be moments on your journey this lifetime where you do feel that you are alone, but you're not. You always have this team around you, and the mountaintop is symbolic for spiritual enlightenment or being close with the spirits, and you very much are. So when you feel that you're walking your journey alone and it feels cold and it feels empty, that's just a matter of perception. You have this team around you at all times, always working with you, always talking with you, always protecting you. And when you are pulled into a space where you're in, you know, you feel solitary, you feel like you're on the hermit's journey, that's because the purification of energy needs to happen for the next step, the next level on your journey. And here with the community, that's all those spirits around you, protecting you, guiding you, leading you to your highest good, leading you to your soul purpose and mission at the soul level for this life journey. And you know, with the sunflower, that's what I see you like. Perhaps like this is your final experience here in this realm, like the evolution beyond the frequency of this realm. Like you're reaching beyond that for other experiences of the soul. So you've really got to trust your journey and the way that life plays out for you. And when you are in doubt or you are confused, just quiet yourself, really ground your energies and say, speak to me. Show me what I'm not seeing. Show me what I'm misperceiving. Show me what's hidden from me. Show me the truth. Show me the light, and they will come in and they will help you every single step of the way. All right, let's pull some more cards. Look at that. Resolve under purification. Anything that leaves your life, it's because it no longer has purpose, or it was never meant to be part of this journey in the first place. Look at that. Alchemy coming in under focus. And the adventure under community. It's so, yes, it's like this whole team around you is excited for the journey beyond this earth plane, like where you're headed. You're going with them, okay? Like you're ascending to a much higher level consciously, and you're going off with them with that adventure. So purification with resolve. Anything that has served its purpose or does not belong in your path is always going to be wiped out, is always going to be purified out. And that is truly for your highest good. And when you find yourself in those moments of solitude, when you're walking your journey alone, that's because you are perfecting the alchemy of self, of energy, of life, of the mind, okay? There's just different levels to this soul evolution that you signed up for to go on the next journey, okay? And then the adventure with your community, your soul family, your soul tribe. And the butterfly, right? The butterfly is originally a caterpillar, and then it transforms into the butterfly. You are the caterpillar this life journey, and once you have done your work here, you are transforming into that butterfly, like that pure consciousness that I see, like over the rainbow, so to speak. So that's pretty neat. All right, let's pull some tarot and go a little deeper into this message. Five of Cups, Strength, and Knight of Wands. Yes, Wands is the suit of the soul, of spirit, and here you are. Okay, so here with the purification, the resolve, you've got the Five of Cups. And any sadness, emotional pain you feel surrounding these purifications in the moment that it's happening, your team wants you to know, like, you will overcome it. You will come out of the sadness. You will rise above that. That sadness, that pain transforms into your wisdom, into your knowledge, into your expansion, into your ascension. And focus, alchemy, and strength. You are so much stronger and wiser than you give yourself credit for. And sometimes when you have to walk your path alone, or some of you may feel like you've been on a very solo journey most of your life, it's because you have so much energy around you spiritually that, you know, most humans can't handle that level of vibration. They can't handle that frequency. And that's why you are alone, you know. And, you know, even people who say, oh, I have 10 best friends, or they're just like all these people that they're talking to, hanging around with, that's very splintered, scattered energy. To be super popular amongst your group or amongst a group of people isn't a measure of anything. It's more about energy. The more splintered you are, the more like connections are like out there. And it's not to say that everybody who has a huge community of people that they interact with personally quite often has splintered energy. I'm not saying that. But for you guys, because of your focus, this life journey, too many relationships, strong emotional relationships, really splinters your energy and shatters your focus and makes you feel out of balance. And so there are specific people that you will align to this lifetime that are also a part of this community in which you are. And whether they are doing their final ascension as you, I can't say that in this read because this is for you, but Spirit wants you to know that you will align to people of your community, and those connections and those relationships will feel very different. These are not people who are going to lie to you, who are going to backstab you. These people aren't here to teach you lessons. And that's how you know who these community members are. They're not here to teach you lessons through pain, through strife, through struggle. They're here to comfort you, to ease you, to uplift you through wise and intelligent advice and conversation, ideas, okay? That is who your community is, and you will align to these people at different points throughout your journey. But I just don't get the sense that like you guys are gonna be somebody who has like 50 close friends throughout your entire life journey. That's way too much energy and emotions for you to handle, because you're very sensitive to people and their energies and what's going on around them, within them, as well as what's going on in the world, because you are ascending. So you are a highly spiritual being. You're very open, and too much people, too many relationships really distort your perception of self, disconnects you from your spirit, because it's like they're all pulling at your energy. Okay, that's why there are very specific relationships in your life that are amazing and perfect. And then other relationships, you just feel like, man, what was the point in that? What was the point in that if they just had to fall away? And it's because they brought you something that you needed for this expansion so you can finally ascend. And when they've offered that to you, it's time for them to be washed out, purified out of your energy field. No karmic ties, okay? Because you are ascending. And that may also be the reason why you feel like you can't ever get away with anything, but you see all these people around you getting away with anything and everything. It's because you guys are different levels of consciousness and vibration, and you have totally different purposes for soul growth this lifetime. You are ascending, you are evolving out of this plane. They are not. And I see that here with the Knight of Wands. The Page, the Knight, and then you go to the Queen or King, and here you are, the Knight, this life journey, because you are ascending, evolving into the King Queen energy and going to a different realm. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, card number 4. So you guys chose Stars in the Sky, Limitless Possibilities. For you guys, your destiny, this life journey, you are definitely meant to be a star, to shine, to be in the spotlight, to be well known for something that you do, something that you bring into this world, okay? And this could be where you are a public speaker, or maybe you're doing something on social media, or you want to write a book, or you just have these really big dreams and ideas. It is your destiny this lifetime to really be out there, to be known, okay? Each and every one of you that were drawn to the 4th card, you are going to be famous somehow, some way, whether within your circle, whether on like YouTube, or Twitch, or Odyssey, Instagram, or you create a product. You are meant to be famous somehow, some way, okay? And some of you, this could be like full blown, where all the world knows you. And again, some of you, this could just be within a very specific circle, or like on social media. But you guys are meant to be out there in the spotlight. And I'm feeling a lot of you are like musically inclined somehow, some way. And it doesn't limit you if you're not, but I'm feeling a really strong musically inclined energy. Yes, you are definitely meant to do something, to go somewhere with this gift inside of you. And that's what Spirit wants you to know by drawing you to this 4th card. Like, you are meant to really stand out and shine somehow, some way this life journey. So let's roll the astro dice and see which planetary influence is the strongest for you this lifetime to help with this destiny of yours. Oh, wow, look at this. You've got Mercury. You are blessed and gifted with high intelligence and creativity, understanding, that where you are meant to really stand out and shine, be a leader, be famous, be known. It's because you are going to know your shit inside and out. Whatever this is, you are going to be the master of it. You're going to be the guru of it. You are going to know what you're talking about. Also with Mercury, you are going to come up with very clever and witty ideas that other people don't come up with. And this is either around what you're trying to do or marketing yourself. But Spirit's like, never underestimate your intelligence. And sometimes you've thought of things and come up with different ideas and theories that are truly phenomenal. And it's just that you shared it with the wrong person or the wrong people, and they just were not at that level to grasp the depth and richness of what you were presenting. Okay, so never let any rejection of you and your ideas and your dreams, don't let that stop you or deter you, because any sort of rejection you receive is from other people, or their lack of approval, or, oh, you're just dreaming big, you're crazy. It's because they don't have the capacity consciously to go to where you go. Like your mind, your consciousness expands the dimensions. You pull in a lot of information and ideas from other realms that other people don't even know how to tap into. That's why you are the master, the guru of whatever this is for you personally. So Mercury is a very strong force this life journey. Look at your natal chart, see which sign and house Mercury occupies, because this energy is going to be especially potent in that area of your life. So let's pull some more cards. Diligence, enlightenment, and pleasure. Yes, Spirit is saying, like, no matter what this is for you, this is a general read, so how you're going to stand out and shine is different for each of you. But with the hard work, the dedication, the focus, and the diligence, you will make it happen. And here it is, the enlightenment. That's talking about the brilliance of your mind, of your consciousness, and to never underestimate yourself or what anybody else has to say about your dreams and what you're reaching for, because you are going to make it. You are going to get there. And don't let anybody try to tell you differently, okay? Because here you are, you land right there in pleasure. That's the moment where you feel accomplished, you feel successful, you feel that you've reached a very high level of what you sought out to do and sought out to become. And through this journey, through every accomplishment, like, you're only going to expand further upon that, okay? So Spirit just pretty much confirmed through these first 3 cards what we got from this energy and the astro dice. So I like that. It just feels like a very strong, straightforward message for you guys, where, yeah, you know what you're meant to do and be while you're here, and you are meant to shine, and you are meant for people to know your name and know who you are, because of what you are giving, what you are bringing, what you are putting out into this world. And with that enlightenment, some of you, this is definitely spiritual. I was picking up on the musically inclined, and now I'm feeling that spiritual energy. Some of you really want to go far with your spiritual gifts. All right, let's pull some more cards. Shore of Trials, Alchemy. I feel like this card has come out for every reading but one. And Pegasus, nice. All right, so sure of trials with diligence. You can't let any setback, challenge, failure, any of that stop you or deter you, because anything that gets in your way, it's only to make you stronger so that you overcome. Because to be at the top where you are headed, you've got to be a very, very strong and grounded individual, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, or you'll feel like you're being battered and torn. All right, so everything that you go through is only making you stronger and pushing you up that mountain to your success, because here it is, your mind, your brilliance, okay, is like your greatest tool. You know how to shift energies. You know how to make things happen. You were incarnated with a greater awareness at the soul of this than the average person because of past life evolution. And so there will come a point where you're like out of like all the different things that happen that activate you and expand you, and then it just all makes sense and it feels easy for you, and you know what to do, you know how to make it happen. Like, you will be majorly successful, some of you famous, some of you really famous, here with Pegasus and pleasure. Pegasus is all about rising up, being on a higher frequency, and that's you. That's your guaranteed success of this energy. It feels really strong, 10th house, you know, your legacy, your greatest accomplishment and success this lifetime. That's what Spirit's bringing in about your destiny specifically. And you aren't somebody who is meant to be in the corner. You are meant to be loud and heard and seen, and your energy is fun and people enjoy you. And you know what? It's interesting is I feel some of you, it's like once you really start getting like known, you and you're receiving all this love and praise, you're like, man, do the people I know in my personal life that met me, like, do they know that, like, this greatness about me? Because why haven't they ever cared? Why haven't they ever noticed or seen to the depth of me the way like all these other people are seeing me? They're at a distance, they're at afar. And it's because the people at a distance, at afar, they're just seeing like this beautiful energy, this knowledge, this mastery of you. And so it's almost like they're awed by it. And the people who personally know you and interact in your life before all of this happens, they're very like self-absorbed. Like, yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of like very self-absorbed kind of people in your life that are, they always want to talk about them, and they did this and they did that. Or it's like, no matter what you say, they already experienced it worse, or they've done it better. Like, you experience a lot of people like that. And it's not for you to question yourself. They actually give you fuel to push yourself harder, to be like, oh yeah, okay, watch what I'm about to do then. Like, that's why that energy exists in your life, is to like fuel you and push you harder. And there comes this like breakthrough point, and you don't deal with any people like that anymore. So let's pull some more cards, some tarot now. Oh, look at this. Ace of Pentacles. Your focus, dedication, and any trials or tribulations are only bringing forth this beautiful manifestation of your success. Okay, look at that Ace of Pentacles. That's why any of that exists. It's not bad karma. It's not to work against you. It literally gives you that fuel. You transmute that energy. You got alchemy, your sorrow, your pain, your rejection, all of that. You transmute it, and it just fuels you and raises you. Under alchemy, look at that. We've got the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be the total master of your craft, no question. And the Five of Swords over Pegasus and pleasure. So once you have this breakthrough and you feel accomplished, you feel success, there this like ease washes over you, and some things that really bothered you, they don't bother you so much anymore. You're rising above that Five of Swords, and there comes a point in your life where you are no longer going to feel obligated to explain yourself to anyone. You won't. You'll be like, you know what, you would never get it anyways, just whatever. Like, you're gonna get to that point because of how evolved you are and how successful you are. So congratulations to you guys that were drawn into this fourth card. You have one heck of a destiny ahead of you, a lot of accomplishment in the physical realm, and you're totally equipped for it. You've worked on this for lifetimes. Okay, that's why you get to be successful and famous and out there, is because you've been at this for lifetimes. It's not just like you happen to get lucky this life journey. Oh no, your soul has been in preparation for many, many lifetimes. And here it is with the Ten of Cups. This is the lifetime that this was meant to fully blossom and unfold, because for the soul, each lifetime is just like a chapter in a story in a very long book of the earth plane. You know, your earth journey, each lifetime is just a chapter, and it builds on the last, right? It's a story. And this lifetime, your story, this chapter is you getting yours, you getting that success, you winning, you being in the spotlight. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.